this stuff. Stream starting, just me. Just you, I haven't dropped a frame yet. Be better. One more net. Stream died. Oh. Weird. Yeah, it might be a Twitch problem. They've honestly just kind of been weird lately. You know, massive indie company Twitch can't do anything. But yeah, I always do that. But thanks for the heads up. Man, play Magic, play CG, used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, awesome, playing Pokemon, MTG, similar to that, and played competitive. Yeah, usually competitively. That tracks. Definitely Fame's fault. Hell yeah. Right, barrel. Oh. Oh, I see. My stream got disconnected because there's an ad break in 26 seconds. Actually, I have played Inside Story. That I've played this one, skipped Partners in Time, did play Inside Story because I borrowed it off of a friend's DS back a long time ago. Dean's my oh, thanks. I'll grab that now because I think ads are going to start because Twitch is bad. Tiny bit there. Tiny bit there. Tinier. Can't go tinier. Partner's a weird one. Not sure if I liked it. Yeah, I feel like they were definitely trying something, and that was definitely when they're like making EGAD a regular recurring character, and then they're like, actually, we don't have enough stuff for this archetype outside of like Luigi's Mansion game, so we'll just keep him here in case we need to. Okay, Partners wasn't boring, at least not like some of the other. Yeah, the worst thing a game can be is so a decent reaction to ad happenings implode. Yeah, understandable. Just why? Like Paper Jam was all. Yeah, I forget that Paper Jam and Dream Team happened. I'm gonna just play this for a minute.
I'd ever act that way. I'm heartbroken. Where's the faith and the trust? I've been working late trying to make that paper so I can put food on the table for us. And as
by now. What have I told you?
All right, I guess I wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking. You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here, shake hands with danger.
Wow, what a perfect quote of the day. That worked absolutely perfectly, except for all the things that didn't. Right there. Oh, right. I'm in a room with these things. For a moment, I'm like, wait. Why am I hearing someone's breathing in my ear? I'm actually actively not breathing at this moment. Like, I had accidentally forgotten to breathe. And no, it's just some rolling. Should I play? Yes. Brothership's good. The thing I've heard a lot of people is that it's kind of slow, but I didn't overly mind the pacing. It felt more of just like they are just wanting to make sure there is enough time in the world to make people like it. I liked what they did with the story and the characters, especially the boss fights were fun with gimmicks. Bowser felt fun in that one, of the fact of there's one if he just kind of shows up and is like, yeah, first few hours painfully slow, yeah, but once you get back, I say like treat it more like a long form JRPG than a much quicker portable Mario game. And the pacing does feel kind of like a Final Fantasy or the like. Love this game? Hell yeah. Thank you, DBZ Rocks. It is a really good game. What's the thing? Oh, right. I love this one. It's just, this gate is here so you can split up the bros. So that you can just hammer her, or else she'll run away. Right? Like a Nintendo game, of course, which stream on Switch. Yeah, I've been able to stream on Switch. You do need a capture card to a PC, but it is possible. Just a bit of setup. Just can't find my earphones. Listen to the stream from bed. Where they are? Fang, give her back her earbuds. Someone say it becomes amazing later. Yeah, it definitely does become later. It's a bit of a slow burn, but worth it. Also, Mecha, aspire to be anyone else. Check the fridge. Marley, probably this one. It's the one that I played the most, and like by that I mean is one of the games that I wish I didn't lose from my Game Boy. Oh wow, one cycle. Damn. Mushroom pants are powerful. Have a laptop. So you can still get a capture card for that. Like, I have mainly a kind of nicer one because I've committed to doing this a lot. So it's an Elgato S60 Plus, but an external capture card is actually how I started streaming. God, I think it only exists on deep in my YouTube, but any stream with my old Crunchy model at a certain point was on my laptop with something captured externally because the laptop could not run game software, and that I was freaking. Just don't look at them. Just don't look directly at them, and they won't steal your soul. King of the Fup is an Ivaloom. You can hold on to my kingdom. Yeah, but she has a tank. Just saying. So what I'm hearing is, stop staring at you with these big ol' eyes. Oh, thanks for following, Gamer. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy it here. Tank versus kingdom. I'm just saying, enough tanks. Wait, why did that not throw? What the heck? Connection. That. Luigi off. Wow, it pulled up my internet browser and I was lurking at someone's stream and they were getting hit with a bunch of things. I'm like, oh wow, that happened. Nice. Here, I'll hold you off with a brick. And then when it comes back in a minute, you'll have just... Eh? Oh yeah, I guess that happened. I usually don't look at numbers, not because of any big important reason or anything. I just forget to look at them. But that's a lot of people who have made questionable decisions or haven't had anything better to do. Need to spectate a pro match? Yeah, go look at pros. Just go stare at them. Skew effect. Thank you. I think I rigged that up specifically for Corpse because that's lore accurate reaction of absolutely nothing, just squeaky, and then I kept it for bread because I'm like, no, that fits. Anyway, 18 seconds left on the knife. God damn. Why don't I have basic human knife rights? Because you're not basic human, you're queen. Hell yeah. So, I don't like the slay in context of what we're talking about. Anyway, tiny knife. God, I honestly, one of the things I'm looking forward to about a 3D model is just having the knife sized properly for bread and corpse. Because they're very small for bread for some reason, very huge for corpse. Like, played 2 games ever that included a tutorial. Yeah, that's a good point. Eventually, you'll figure it out, and then it'll just go downhill from there as you know what you're supposed to be doing and start overthinking. That's usually what gets me. Oh, we didn't have to fight that person. Oh wait, I love this room. It's silly. It's that a whole lot of brick walls and 13 seconds. Line up and fire. God. The sheer cartoon physics of Mario is why I love this series so much. Like, yeah, no, this is a world where you can run full speed ahead with your pants on fire through several reinforced concrete walls and be fine because your pants were on fire. It's an abusive family relationship. I'd say Luigi is used to this, but he literally was dragged along by a clothesline to get into this. Although, there is the great use of hammer space. Yeah, honestly, one of the reasons that I love this one so much, and Brothership's good, but I do wish that they kept it so that you're controlling both Mario and Luigi like in this game and all the other ones, is that it's very creative. There's so much fun, so many fun things you can do with like the overworld actions and take advantage of the fun thing with Brothership is that game fully leans into the fact that these are platformer characters in a JRPG. Like, there's one of the first things you do to introduce you to Luigi logic is you're at a locked door, the block that opens it is on the other side, and Luigi's just like, hang on, I can squish through that. The eyes. Boy deserves better. Yeah, he does, but you know what? We're working with what we have, and dang it. It's several years until they start actually respecting Luigi as a character. They do him so dirty in these games. Like, if Paper Mario is where Bowser is the most laughable character, these RPG games are where Luigi is the most disrespected. God, this would be so much easier if I had a bottle. Well, I suppose a barrel is just a big bottle. Want to know what medication they're on? They're high on shrooms. What else would they be on? That's the only thing. Ah. I was hoping so much that I could just go solo him as Luigi. But of course, they have a high jump section. We'll tell you about the ancient idea Mario fan game. Only remember one of the bosses. Ooh, I don't think you have. Or if you did, I've forgotten. Fire! Wait, I missed it. Why Brothership mess up Luigi's controls? Mostly for Luigi logic. Like, I think that's the big reason that they wanted to make it so that Luigi had more autonomous control. So when there was the Luigi sections, that they could more easily yank control off from Mario onto him. But that does mean that they took away from the feeling of the 3 good games, this one, Partners in Time and Inside Story. The thing that really messed people up, though, is that in combat, normally B is always whatever Luigi's doing and A is always Mario, to the point that if you hit B, well, it's Mario's turn, Luigi will jump. And they made it so that whichever bro's active turn it was, they used the A button and control and menued like normal, which messed up so many people. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the idea was because it's been like hardwired in people's heads that no, you do A for whatever's active and B just gets you out of the menu. That they're like, we'll follow suit with that. We don't need it. And everyone's like, it's so weird. It's going to, right? That's exactly it. It's going to fuck you up. Why darn HK into the mitosis was going to request one so large only the eye showing? Probably on cooldown. The whole idea is stopping Bowser from modernizing his army. Each branch of the new model army was going to have a high commander who would report only to Bowser. The only high commander remembers Admiral Drybones, a handheld torpedo, TED launcher, and the idea of the launch like a bazooka. That's amazing. I love that, and that like fits the vibe. Ooh, finally, now is the time where my true might shines, like many angry sunbeams of rage. Is Waffle mooning us? The Lakitus, fishing Lakitus being used for camera, crew, and stage lighting. Classic. Standing in the spotlight is such a gala of spectacularity. Nerves are nervous. But now that I'm thinking, Cackleta's revival is all thanks to my quaint nasty efforts. Which means that all this time, thanks for the knife. I deserve that. Waffle is just a toady, such working, all for others. And that means, true meaning of our battle gives me fear and confusion. Need no long speech before this battle, which now be mighty. Snack on my rat, think rats. So weird. Mecha, I will throw you. But no, it's... God, part of the reason that I love these... or the Mario RPGs is they've always done such a great job for translation. Oh, I hit that correctly. I think I just have to overheat him. Nope. But like, even from Super Mario RPG, with the amazing line of, oh, why didn't I stop him? I'm sorry, I left my bazooka at home. It's always just been such good writing with, like, it's genius to have a character where the entire joke is just they're a badly translated minion. Oh, 7 damage. How horrible. Oh, 7 damage. How horrible. Sorry, found my one singular earbud after an hour, only for my phone to be out of charge. Had to like it. Understandable. Just keep on doing that. We got bricks and knives for days, and by that I mean there's 7. If I'm been distracted learning new slicing program, been foot's a bit off. Oh, that sounds very painful. We'll just throw Mario at him. Yeah, there's nothing worse than just dropping something on the foot. I think I vaguely remember Tank General being a Goomba with the chip on non-existent shoulder. That is beautiful. Burn. And God, Fire Bros. Speaking of, I don't know if it does more damage to do it this way or not. Fire Bros is so weird because it does more damage basic. I think it's just that if you get enough hit up, it inflicts a flame, which is amazing. Join spot I had already checked but didn't check enough apparently. Yeah, Fang, how dare you? And don't well us. Very un-Canadian of you. Counts as. Well, I guess you can't. I guess that's true. You can't help yourself now, can you, Fang? Oh God, they're these Peasley and Fawful. Fuck. Peasley and Fawful are just the two villains or the two characters for Bean Kingdom that have a little bit too much fun and a friendly rivalry with things. Your birth certificate is a skill issue, you little. Ooh, chat's fighting. Go, 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 go! Beat him up! Yeah, Fawful is amazing. Like, they took the joke, saw it, and just went for it, and it made, like, normally I'd say that there isn't, that it's like a bit weird for a side character to just get elevated to villain like that, but it's like, no, Fawful's amazing. Fawful's more memorable as a villain than Cackletta is in this. Yeah, like I said, the writing's amazing. They just did a great job. Mayor's speech is just so... Yeah, he's just insane. He's just built like that. Built incorrectly. Built wrong. Hey, another competitive thing Ace did. Oh. Alright, parking lot, you two. Fight to the death. Anyway, time for Force-Femmed Hag-Bowser. Which isn't even the oddest... I don't even think that's the oddest boss. I wonder how... Just ignore weight and height difference. I did the mechanic correctly. I didn't dodge the attack correctly. What? Oh, that was a... Hey, still got the defense down. That was all I cared about. Right, that's a hold. I am off today. Back to hell. Back to hell with you both. Like, that's just how it's going to end both ways. Which suits me perfectly. I forgot to change that off. Ah! We got Mario dances while making eye contact. I love how much this Game Boy game makes y'all uncomfortable. I hit that right. Ah! He's just amped. He's just having a good time. You can't blame him. He's just a little guy. Just a little guy staring directly into your soul. Wait, I think basic Thunder Bros will... Nope. I cannot hit anything today. Oh, there we go. Just say, I'm the mustard of your doom. Yeah, how has that not been added into just the greater collective consciousness? Like, I despise the word yap so much, and it's here to stay, but the mustard of your doom? Just, why is that not a common thing? Even with all your fancy attacks can't be... I got you down to what's practically 0 in 3 turns. Oh, hey. The inspiration for Bowser's Inside Story. That is true. You do have a hole in your heart. And although this might be hell, is Bowser's insides just hell? Because this is... I love how somehow there's Bowser motifs and stuff in the background. And item... Max Nuts. Back to full. Yes, Force-Femmed Hag-Bowser. This game has everything. Everything you need to get a couple of things that'll make you say, I really hope that that's not going to become a weird sex thing down the road. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, this just gets better and better. One bro's attack to the head. Wow. And there it fails. Time for a lacted. Yeah. Irritable Bowser syndrome, IBS. I mean, you get it when you're at that age. And there she is. We end up inside Bowser quite a lot. Yeah, it's like a recurring motif. Early. And then that's... So there's no reason to not just keep going for the heart. Except for the fact that I can't hit shit. And I think it'll... So it heals the limbs, but I think that's different than healing the boss? Oh, hey. Oh, so this was... Oh, boy. So this was a boss that I was consistently honestly bad at, simply because I was not leveling up enough for the game. Like, I didn't understand the concept of grinding or the numerical advantage you needed. So I just never had the sheer power and health and the like to get through this. And then I read online that, oh yeah, when you get to Ghost Boffle, you're almost done with the boss. And now that I actually realize that, no, the combat's really fun. Yep. Wow. Oh, shoot. Mario continues to dance. Continue from last saved area. Well, that was going to happen. I was messing up the timing a lot. Yeah. I feel like there's just a handful of tropes that, if it's cartoony enough, it's like, yeah, it's a stock thing of going inside of someone's body, like Fantastic Voyage style, that you're going to end up in there. Messed up again. Alright, let's try to do this properly. There we go. Fang, why are you getting 3D models so again? Oh yeah. Yeah, when are you going to extrude yourself, Fang? Why haven't you extruded yourself yet? That's the next thing you have to do. Then you won't have to commission people for hands. Oh, this might actually just kill her. It's a really easy thing to okay, not quite, but it's still... Yeah! Yep, dead on a counterattack! Like being a 2D anime girl? No. Okay, but consider 3D anime girl. That is, statistically speaking, a whole lot more anime per girl. Which reminds me, I still have to do some work on what is going to be yet another redesign for the corpse redesign. Okay, good. I don't actually have to do anything before healing. It's just every moment that I don't have that ref sheet is one more moment where I think of something else to add to it that'll be cool, and then it gets stuck in my head. I'm like, nope, gotta have it. So it does help that I have a design for what I want to do with at least the ribs. Because one thing oh, God, maybe I do want to swap out my gear. Cacleta's soul kind of hits like a freaking truck. I think last time I only got through it because, I was just dodging. Your 3D, you can that is true. You can physically pick me up in a 3D space and absolutely throw me. It won't kill me. It won't slow me down. But you can do it. And that just... Oh. And that just feels like it's good stress relief, you know? Like, it feels like it would be good for you. Wouldn't be that boring, better than long-term suffering. True. Ow! Come on. 3D anime girls aren't real. Break your head out of your car. No. Man. This would be so much easier. Maybe the reason I couldn't beat this as a kid is because her stats are kind of broken. So I found a good final... It's actually a good final boss, so I found... Yeah, it's definitely challenging, but balanced. The thing is that my build, it's using gear that was available the first time I walked into Little Fungi Town, and I haven't changed it. So I'm definitely a glass cannon. And there is definitely an increase, because, like, these basic attacks are doing 15 per... compared to... weird, but I guess air fireball. To, like, half of my health, so, like, I really... It'd be a lot easier defensively if I was getting hit a lot to swap over to, like, gear that was actually the latest and greatest stuff. But I'm committed to glass cannoning it, and I actually just have to play better. I'll get it eventually. Think you're projecting? If he enjoys it. Yeah, you would enjoy that being thrown. Not the super secret move. But yeah, I think I figured out everything that I want, and it will help that with, like, what I'm thinking for the ribcage, it honestly well, we'll do this in stages then. Like, kind of the goal with it is that I do want to make it a bit simpler, because, like, with corpse, the human ribcage, what I'm learning is that the human body and bones are really fucking weird. That's the big takeaway I'm getting from this project. It's just like, what is with them? Why are you like that? And the fun thing is it's perfectly in canon for me to look at it all, or in character and lore accurate, to look at it all and just be like, this is stupid. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do anything else. And then just change it and simplify it. Wow, where was this absolute rally when the heart was exposed? Listening to your ideas, nodding, turning a blind eye to the fact I'll be the one rigging this. Oh yeah, that's the other fun thing. The second purpose of this project is to make Ace physically find me in meat space and strangle me for what I'm telling her to do. Because what I've learned, every artist hates bones. Absolute. Oh! I figured out why I died. It's that buff. Alright. That attack buff is causing them to go skyrocket. That's enough. Oh, whose bones is... Whoa, Bones is a solid Imagine Dragon song. So, is it? Is it? Swing... No, that's swing... Chop... I'll do it. Chopper to the heart. One other fun one for rigging. Tank turret head. Nothing like trying to rig massive perspective changes. Yeah, the most wild and wildly similar one to that I've heard is a friend who's doing statics model, being commissioned for like a furry model, and is like, yeah, I have to figure out how to rig a snout. It sucks, and I hate it. Because like anything with that much, especially on a 2D space, like Corpse's rib cage being as 3D as it is precisely why Ace is on the hook for doing the 3D modeling, because it's insane and beautiful and I love it. Let's do a Thunder Bros, just standard. Okay, so that healed stuff. Good to know. Don't do elemental stuff. Rigging snouts are so fun. I can't tell if that's the insane desperation of someone who hates it, or if it's like, no, actually you find it fun. Because I believe either one with you at this point. But look at that snap. Dang mention, ready for a Lumi summon. If you mention them, they will come. Alright. Legit find a fun. That tracks. Ooh. Wait. And 3, because it messes me up more if I don't have... Oh, missed the special, but that's right. Don't have it. Remember, oh, yeah. Yeah, that is true. That is a very fun response. Get bounced, you absolute nerd. No. None of that. Yeah, I can definitely see that as something that it's a bit of a pain to do, but the reward is seeing it done properly and the proper result. Oh, I see. One hand is fire, one's lightning, which is why they have slightly different elemental effects. I am so glad that the head is just focused on attacking now, instead of trying to ruin my day, because it's just like, oh yeah, you could buff yourself. That would be bad for me. Duh. Skeletal snout. Yeah, as I said, Ace is just crazy in the best possible way, which makes her amazing to work with. Because like, I'm at least trying not to go too heavy or too hard or insane with the actual mechanics of... Oh, hey, she's dead. We just killed an old woman's soul. Like, the actual fiddly mechanical details, because no one will see them. But part of me that's like, I want to know exactly how this works, down to the last detail, is like, no, I have to have the exact mechanism. Instead, like, no, you can just have it how it is. Hell yeah. Why is the soul having heart palpitations? Because. Just because. Oh, you're alive. How disappointing. I just finished rigging this castle with an explosive device. Why? Why are you like this, Peasley? We didn't need to. I think I checked, and the standard way back is actually impassable at this point. But it would be fun to see if I had enough time to... Oh. I need a barrel? Where? Oh, there are we barreling. The eyes! Right into where your soul should be. Ah! Oh. Ah! This would be easier if I wasn't prospectively challenged. Ah! Crime did Bowser ever commit in this game that warrants demolition? Actually, none. He was here to help. Cacletta did everything, and it's just that Peasley has no fucking chill. Like, actually zero ability to chill. Like, the Mario Bros would have just been fine with pointing this thing back towards the Mushroom Kingdom and leaving an invitation for a go-kart party, but he's like, nope, enemy of the state, we don't negotiate with terrorists, we are blowing him up. And it's like, why? It's not like he's on an oil deposit or anything. All right. It's Red's over too. Where am I? What have I been doing? The little snort of smoke. Hey, you broke my screen. No, Peasley is American War. Yeah, they're going to be chasing all the immigrants out of Little Funky Town the moment they figure out that there's oil in Teehee Valley. Oh, sorry. Lady Lima. Luigi should have been able to hug Peasley. It's what he deserved at the very least. And by that, I mean it's what Peasley deserved for what he's been going through. Man, they could have at least put Bowser in the cargo hold. He deserved better. They did Bowser so dirty in this game. It was absolutely foully. Well, that took all of about an hour, which is about exactly what I expected for it. Now the question, what can I play that doesn't require... What the heck? There's friendly relationship with Bowser, right? It's absolutely amazing. Like, I kind of love the fact that Bowser over time has been developed into this character who's, I don't know what it is. I'm not going to question it. But he's turned into a character who's a really great boss, cares for his minions, tries and to a degree succeeds to be a good dad. And also isn't... It's more of a professional deal with the Bowser and the Bros. Like, they don't hate him. They're not good friend. They're not enemies. They're not great friends. It's just like, yeah, I know him from work. He's all right. He's kind of a bastard, but we can respectfully cohabitate in a professional space. Left the room for a second. God, you know that I run all of my stream stuff through you, and then the moment you leave, everything goes horribly. You gotta keep sitting on the conduit. They knew he was back there. God damn. Beat the game, the most important. So, I think the most important part of the stream was when you guys were throwing knives at me. I need the iron in my diet. Night Rain practice Night Rain? No. Because all you need to do for Night Rain is just pick, like... Well, actually, I play Duchess when multiplayer because my big problem with Elden Ring is that game has such aggressive... Copyrighted character Gino by Square Enix. I forgot that was back there. Kitchen grade steel counts as iron? Well, I mean, it has iron in the alloy and it has some carbon, so it's health food. Whenever we get demon possesses the stream, apparently. Yeah, and that's the problem. You're supposed to be the demon possessing the stream, and the new guy has no idea what's going on. Can I? And then... Alright, how do I get back to the menu from here? Nintendo! Hang on, I mapped this to something. Nope. Aha! So, quit that cartridge. It's still capturing the analog. Take out this game. Put in Castlevania. And play. It worked. Oh yeah, I should probably change to sir. Hey. Okay. Sorrow. And updated. Yeah! We're continuing this spooky month stuff. I did get... how did I... Soul Set. I did get the waiter skeleton back. It took 3 tries after I was done with everything to get it, because of course it did. And, yeah. How do I do this game? Ah, there we go. I've completely forgot. Yeah, so I did a bit of research when it came to this game since last time, because, like, it's good to know, especially with the old games, what doesn't work. Which reminds me, I need to change some equipment. So, first things first. 36, 37. Luck doesn't work. Technically... Battle Axe? Ooh. 86? Okay, and that has hit stop like the hammer. I can deal with that. So, inner quarters? Oh, weird. So luck doesn't work. They messed up the formula in a way. Gym clothes? Eh? Alright, I'll bite. What? Closing. Okay, so con up, strength down. Would have been better earlier, but right now. They kind of messed up, There we go. They messed up the code, so in order to actually get anything substantial from a luck increase, you have to have over 1,000 types of, or points of luck to do anything meaningful. So practically you don't need it. Also, intelligence doesn't work at all. It's supposed to increase your MP regeneration rate. Doesn't do that. Like, that one's just fully bugged. And I can kind of see why it, or how those got through, because, like, as far as stats to mess up, luck is very much, if it works or doesn't, it's hard to tell, because, like, you might, I can see in development that they went for, or that they changed it, set it to a high value, like 1,000 or so, where it actually worked, and then went, yep, that's working. This feels like a grinding room. It confused me a bit why there's a couple of these, like, rooms that have nothing in them but one thing. I think they exist just to go in and out like this and try to get the monster's soul. Because without luck, it takes a while. But, like, them trying it and is like, yeah, that I got it in 10 attempts. That's very fair. Let me try it on low luck to compare. Yeah, that took like 20 attempts. That also seems fair. And then ended up being like, no, it's the same. It was the same odds. You just got lucky. This ain't Luigi. No, it ain't. We beat that game. We've shipped Bowser home. So, yeah. This... Oh, wait, there's like a boss. Oh, hey, a headless lady. Headhunter. Neat. Okay. I like their vibe. Wait. Get curried. Hey, we got one. More curry. Oh, God, they've been hagged. Or old man? But I keep on forgetting I have a double jump. Bloodborne 2D. God, it... Did they ever end up... I know they made Nightmare Cart. Oh, hey, a lizard person. Yeah. But they ended up making a, like, Nightmare Cart, but... Did the Bloodborne remake, like, Bloodborne, but what if it was PS1, end up being made, or is that just, like, they got C&D'd so hard that they couldn't? God, I am not doing well against this thing. Alright. Item... Yeah, sure. Oh, and it was one hit away, of course. Headhunter. Collect souls to increase strength, you say? Alright. Is there any, like... Yeah, there's Skeletal Knight that increases it by 2 more, but... Strength Con... Because defense... Oh, wait. Defense still works. But I like that. No, they made it, just not sure how much of it they developed. That's fair. I don't know if it has actually finished. Good hope it fight Orphan of Cause. Yeah, I go through games way too slowly for that. God, the weird Konami translation just struck with, was supposed to be Kali turned to Curly for some reason. Hell yeah. Yeah, because I can see a C&D notice really absolutely draining the desire to keep going. Ooh, disc armor. I wouldn't mind that one's soul, but mostly because I like the armor souls. Trying to think what deck to make for Prof in addition to Sonic thing into the deck where you attach a bunch of equipment to a single creature and make it super powerful. Isn't that... Yeah, a Twink deck might like that. Might be fun. Just absolutely kit out one thing in particular. Oh, right! The curry also acts as bait. I forgot about that. There are several Lovecraft MTG cards. I know that. Mostly because the one curse of VTubing is if you have any sort of niche or like hyper-specific theme, you will become aware of everything that's related to it. I get so many bread things. It's kind of funny. Ooh, lantern. What do we got? Oh! Sweet! Wait, I think we can use that to get into somewhere down back at the start. And we got Hrunting. Oh, sweet, a legendary one. Poison Screening Sword. Down by a lot, actually. Well, down by 1. I'm gonna try it. Doesn't seem that bad. Meg, I think you just described the Noctis deck. Ah, yes, the boy! Every time I find someone who likes Final Fantasy 15, it's just a little win, because, like, the game's fine. There's some rough stuff. I will admit there's some problems with it in the design. Mostly, I think fast travel to a destination should have been free, because I just never fast traveled through the entire game, despite that being a wonderful thing that was actually no money at all. And something I should have just, did. But it's like, yeah, but it costs money, and I don't want to spend it, so I can just pull up something on my phone. Alright, we're actually swapping back to the battle axe because this area in particular is rough to hit things with. And oh, that is a really cool background effect of the mirrored surface. There we go. Partisan? Alright. Spear with an extra wide tip. Yeah, we'll try this for a moment. We'll see what it's like. Is that... Hold up. Knew there was something. I knew there had to be something in here. Get my reflection back, you creep. So that's... I think that's a grindable thing, because I know that there's, like, true end... I don't know if it's true ending, or just you get additional stuff. Ah. Soul set... Oh, it's a passive. That blows. But you have to collect everything for a thing. Deck I use was another Noctis deck. Hell yeah. You'll love the representation. Oi. Quit poking me. Ow. Run. I'm just going to hope that there's a save room. And also, back to the battle axe. Dre's a race of beings from between planes, very eldritch, do weird shit. Hell yeah. Love that basic description. There's no... Yeah, item. Anti-venom, 50%, uncurse. Melon. Saving the melon. We are out of heals. We are out of life. Woman, not womam, actually. Womam now. Womam. Show you that work. That's what you are. Womam. Did I save after the headhunter? Did I save after the undying? No. Just no to everything. Call it commanders. Wait, I did get the battle axe though, which is nice. Yeah, I do love the absolute nonsense of how much stuff. What? Hang on. I have an idea. Nope. Alright, so that back to the battle axe. This from the waiter to Ethel Merman. Tips Fedora. No, that does not work. I have a feeling... wait, can I... Nope. Nope, not that. Killer doll. Can I amaze and memorize them with plushies? Nope. Cannot amaze and memorize them with plushie Jimina. It's definitely an unblockable Noctis commander for this one. Interesting. Damn. If it wasn't for how much I struggled with long form kind of do whatever, like long form kind of open world or long-term games, I would be very tempted to stream 15. It was great. It was good for what it did. I enjoyed it. Right. Note to self. Go back and save right after this. By the power of curry. Have you right where I want you, in a corner, staring at plate of curry. I'm out of curry. Alright, first phase down. Onto the old man. Woman? Onto the elderly. If I remember right, like all these spells are things that Sypha could use in 3. Which also reminds me of the NPCs in this game. One of them is a Belnades, and I'm like, why does that sound familiar? Oh yeah, Sypha. Yep, old crone. Do you just throw curry at a woman? Yes, and don't think I wouldn't throw curry directly at you if I had the chance. Also, ads.
I bumped that control by accident. You'd be mincemeat by now. What have I told you?
Alright, I guess I wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking? You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here, shake hands with danger.
Look, Fang, if we can make bad decisions for who we want to be like, we can make the questionable decision of wanting to watch you play a game of Magic. Wait. I have an item for this. I have a singular anti-venom. Ow. And we're back to being poisoned. Wow, they are really... They were really going aggressive on the poison. Like, they only did that once last time. Baron also struggled to grasp the game. Fair. That's why I don't even try. It's too much thinking. So I'm just going to not. That's why we're in our current issue. Because I refuse to think. And I'm more interested in what's going on over there. I don't want to waste your time too much. We're currently working for things to do. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mecha. I hope you find something. That's... Ow, that... I thought I was backdashing. Yeah, it's always rough, because, like... For whatever reason, it's insanely... For a bunch of people who have been complaining that it's impossible to find qualified people to hire, they sure don't seem to be hiring a lot of people. Since malicious play Magic myself wasn't very good around people to play with. I suppose that's also an issue. When you run out of people. It's a shame they're not more durable. Like, you can only throttle them once or twice and then it's suddenly like, oh no, their neck's broken and now they can't do anything. Absolutely weak sauce behavior. Oh, another mitosis. There. Burp. 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 The eyes. What do I think? Ooh, actually, rock armor might be better for this. For the lizard. Yeah, it does a good amount. It's got some vertical chutzpah to it. Okay, just stay up. Yeah, we're gonna have to heal. Oh wait, we're good. Because I just don't have the oomph. I wish I had a hammer sort of thing, so I could just wail on him with hammers. Wait. Or her? I think this is a lizard woman. There we go. I've worked for years, parts of ugh. Absolutely awful. I really hope things improve just in general, because... Alright. Now I've learned. A little bit. Well, the first thing I should have done was equip, like, Skeleton Knight or something, because luck doesn't do anything. But we're gonna go save. And then we're gonna go get stuff. Find something. Yeah. Or, honestly, just with how things have been going lately in general, I feel like at some point we are going to just... Oh, hey, there's a witch here. Oh, that is actually just a witch. I was expecting something else, but nah. So I want to be my own boss, trying to love game import business on eBay? Hell yeah. That honestly sounds like a really good idea. Now I work majority of adult life, hoping a law degree in a few months will help. If not, you just gotta sue your university for them being bullshit, and hopefully you can get enough in damages to live off of for a while. That's the dream. Back to Waiter Skeleton. So true. Honestly, they kind of have it coming. Ow! How did I get hurt in that? Don't want to. Hell yeah. So I think if it's easier to organize stuff through the server, like, let me know and I can make an event for it. It's doubtful if I'd be able to be there personally, because, like, I have no idea when I have energy for social stuff, because you know, complex, abstract carnival of pain for daily stuff, and just perpetually tired. But, like, if y'all want to just organize and that happens to be the server that everyone's in, just, yeah, let me know, and I might spectate, I might try to learn from there, or if not, like, it's community server, you guys can use it. Say I'm co-landlord. Oh, sweet. So now what you gotta do is make it look like an accident to remove your other co-landlord, unless you like him, then keep him. And then you can take all the landlord money for yourself. Do that for a while in freelancing. Yeah, last time I was unemployed, I think I was just too depressed by it all and the stress of trying to find something that most of the time I just slept. Fingers and other phalanges crossed. You have multiple. Give her all the luck. Cross your toes, too. And by that, I want you to do something that is conceptually painful to anyone mildly aware of how those organs work. Are hands and feet organs? I don't actually know. Guard? Sweet. I wonder if the cat counts as something. I wouldn't be surprised if the witch's soul is in the cat. Appendages. Oh yeah, they're appendages. No, the cat doesn't count for anything. Hell yeah. And then another save, because I did get Thundat. Yundine. And feet organs? Well, skin's organ. Bone. Are bones organs? I thought they were just bones. Is it TOS to expose your organs on stream? Like, aside from... I assume that there's a weird carve-out specifically for skin, because people are weird like that, but... Is Corpse TOS? Probably. He spends most of the time mostly naked. Perks of being a small streamer. They don't... A lot of time, Twitch doesn't notice when you're doing something blatantly against the rules. Love that for me. Yeah, I think skin's the only ones that find. God, that's so weird. Like, well, new Twitch meta. Flash your pancreas. That'll get people in. Hang on, my brain blipped because I was mentally trying to pronounce Persephone like saxophone. Persephone. Yeah, the sheer raw unadult... Wait, how much is a hammer compared to this? Okay, the hammer's less than the battle axe. It's like, yeah, it's a bit slow, but I don't overly care because it does 100 points of damage in one swing and 2 shots minotaurs. But at least it's still scratch damage. Oh yeah. Oh, watch, I'm going to get another waiter skeleton skull from this just because. I know how my luck is. I know how it works. Where am I going, even? Why am I going? Okay, there's stuff down there. There's some stuff there that I might be able to double jump to. Ugh. I think I've done everything by that warp route. Oh, wait. I wanted to double back to hammer. To try and get, like... Because I just beat a boss, he probably has some better gear for me now. And... I actually have warp rooms. So I can use them. Bronk. Oh, yeah. Because I know that I should probably be doing more community events. And I know that given the luck of how things go, but also tired. Need to go for a run? Yeah, run away. Go do that. That actually sounds kind of healthy. Good luck with that. Don't die. Or do. I'm not your real boss. Ah, down here. Oh, found a drowse deck was filthy. Good, because I've determined something when it comes to any type of TCG game or deck builder. You don't actually want a deck that sounds good on paper. You want a deck that sounds absolutely stupid. Because I was thinking about it when I was playing, or last time I played, well, not last time, this was a long time ago, but when I was playing One Step from Eden, the build that the only build I've actually beaten that game, final boss and everything, I've gotten close, but I've only had like one run of success, is one that is... I should get more potions, but Bastard, Rapier, Hammer, Broadsword, Spear, Gladius, Scimitar, got curved, swords, Tana, Cuddle, Warhammer, ooh, that's pretty good, S-Stock, nice, Trident, Lance, Claymore, Partisan, Graham. That is a legendary blade. I don't know what country says a saint was granted that to them, but I know that that's like a sacred relic of something or other. Uniform war by oh, sweet. So that's a 1999 uniform from when they actually killed Drac. Defenses up. Defenses up. Okay, so that's a little bit less defense for a bit more. Jacket from... that's 39. Defense up. Steel plate. Ah! Always keep scrolling, because there's a point where it's like, oh, these are pretty comparable. Do I want more defense? Do I want more attack? Do I want whatever the hell the army jacket thing is, which appears to just be lesser? Nah, steel plate, 50. 39 to 50. That is hard. Oh, wait, wrong button. That is hard to ignore. Where is it? Crimson Cloak. Yes. Give me that. Give me that. Sell the broadsword, sell that, sell the katana, sell the hammer. Rapier was a drop. That's just, after a certain point, it's just like, why keep it? It's not enough. I sold what I had equipped, didn't I? Alright. Yeah, because that massive increase does nothing. Then... Crimson Cloak. Let's see if there's... should probably get like a couple potions, because yeah. Alright, so that's the best of what's in there. I think I did my whole cell nonsense. Let's see what's up with Mina. Welcome back. Have a message from Alucard. From Alucard? Yes, it's, if you stand in the water and jump from that spot, you'll be able to go up there. Stand in the water, what does that mean? Maybe you have to act like a ninja? I see. Back again later. Maybe I'll have another message from Alucard. The funny thing is that I realized after the fact that Alucard's alias of Arukaido is just it's just saying his name with a heavy Japanese accent. Which, if it works, it works. I kind of want to go down first, because I think I can get somewhere with the Undyne in the waterway. So now we're in the wonderful section of, hey, I have a bunch of things that I can do. Hey, another merman. Or that I think I can do. I don't know for sure, but I believe. I didn't even hit him with anything. I just decked him in the place with a pot of curry. What sounds more like bread? Ulrich fused atrocity, Zoldrick Void Gorge. I'd just go with Void Gorger. Mostly because that feels a bit more accurate to the World Eater. Could see. Hang on. So I could see the fused entity or the fused atrocity for some of the forms. I think most of them would probably punch you in the throat for calling them that. Except for Bread. He'd headbutt you. He doesn't have hands. I just got nubbins. Okay, this section is at least a bit easier, being able to just walk. Oh, hey! I have an idea. Nope, of course that wouldn't work. We'll stick with the waiter. Ah! More souls! The best part is that at this point, I don't really care what. Ooh, Elfin Robe. I don't really care what soul I get, I just need more. Eh? Oh, that's base armor. Being worn by an elf. Nope, bad. Notes might make another Eldritch Bread MTG reskin. Alright, alright. The first one you did was pretty fun. I did enjoy that one. Another fun could be Chronovore. Time Eater is a wonderful one. So I mean, because I've had a bit of fun with like comparing Bread to other people's world builds, just because of the rule of, yeah, it doesn't really matter what they have, he can eat it just because of what he is. Like, by definition, this is the biggest omnivore there can be. So let's see what kind of, it's like, okay, fantasy world build, yeah, there's stuff I can eat. Yeah, there's stuff that, in theory, I should be unable to ignore, that I can just ignore. And just from the area of thing that eats everything, like, oh, I could cause a lot of problems, and nobody would understand why. I love it. Yeah, great name. Like, there's a certain amount of thing that you kind of have to break out the... Ooh, a skeleton. To break out the creative naming themes. Like, either Latin or something else. Or just very creative scientific or exacting scientific terminology. Just gotta go for it. It's actually fast. I should probably swap off. Wait, no, I didn't get an item. I should probably swap off to a quicker weapon for these sections because I can one tap at like 70. Like fancy material made up of nightmarium, metal that screams when hit. No smith wants to work with it because it's so annoying. That is amazing. It's not like it's not a cursed material. It's not evil. It's just annoying. It's just a fucking pain in the ass. Undyne. I really wish that the Undyne was either a passive ability like the double jump, which I've heard other people say that, and I think it does become a passive, or it had like some sort of innate stat boost. In armor, it's impressive, but no. Yeah, no one will make it, and nobody really wants to hit someone wearing it, because do you want to hit someone whose armor will stream at you? Ooh, floating garden. I remember when I was looking up things about this, that this was like, cockatrice. That this was like, if you can get here, you can beat the game, sort of thing. Grail is Kozak Great Distortion. Nice. Plus, having to go to Hell Realm of the Mind isn't. Yeah, the whole thing just seems annoying. Wait, I remember those guys from the first game. I love that they're back. Hell yeah. Eat crow. I can imagine somebody coming into us, like, the one deaf smith who doesn't care about mining this or working with this material, just so long as you pay an extra little premium to deal with the noise complaints that he has to deal with whenever he's doing it. And he just... Venture comes in, puts down a piece of paper with the order and details and, like, everything he'd say. The smith just looks up and says to him, "Why? Why would you do this to yourself? There's easier ways." It's kind of like how my theory of how the best armor and weapon. It's a solid fucking pillar. This ain't. Like, the best armor and weapon in the game isn't actually the best if you have to go through, like, for example, I know it's not actually the case, but, or at least for FF14, but any ultimate raid that you have to do, or clear the hardest content in the game to get a weapon for, not actually the strongest, because once you do that, there's nothing else to use it on. The second strongest that you can get through normal means, that's the best. Deathsmith, why? There's better, easier materials for armor. Why do you want to set that screams? Slides back a piece of paper. Don't kink shame me. It's like, oh, I know what you are. Castle map. That feels like very important series of towers. God. Wait, I just had another idea that... What the hell happened there? The part of me that really likes world building is super into, because it tells you a lot about, like, the specific type of world it is. Like, an adventurer who works their ass off to get adamantium Con increased by 12. That might... it's probably not better than that arm. Don't kink shame me, Smith. All right, I'll make whip tip with it too, filthy bastard. And slides back another note. I understand why you were so highly recommended. Thank you so much. That is so stupid. I love it. No, the idea that is having is that, like someone works their ass off to get adamantium or like the best fantasy nonsense metal armor, and then when they get to it, the smith is just like, well, yeah, this was the best back then, but like metallurgy's come a long way. This is actually more brittle than steel. Like, yeah, it's stronger than steel and pretty light, but like get a coat of plates or a brigantine and you're more than fine. And like, we have those in stock. I'm not gonna say no, because like this is cool as hell, but largely I do recommend getting a ceremonial, using this for ceremony, because if you don't, this is wait, how do I get up here? Oh, floating gardens. That'd do it. It's like, this is going to be hell to try to repair. Okay, that enemy is hilarious. It's like, why is there a derpy looking skeleton? Oh, Mandrake. Ah, I understand. I see the assignment as it was given to me now. That is a dangerous dude. Wait. No, I do have to jump. Hey-oh, deflect normal attacks? Hang on, what? No, wait, that's Gorgon Death. I'm not actually sure what that does. I'm not sure I trust the, I'm just going to go for the stat boost. We've got steel that's more durable than this. Could you imagine? You have any clue how hard is repaired mythical gear? Shit's rare. Yeah, or like, or a better, I have a better one for that. It's like, yeah, no, mithril is good and all, but you do know that it's literally, that the best translation for it's just elf steel. Like, it's just an alloy. And like, it's good. But it's good because they used really weird esoteric nonsense. We've come to a point where we can just make stuff that's better than all this. Like, and the prerequisite, unsurprising to everyone, Discworld endorsement. It's what I like about that series so much, in that, yeah, it's inherently a fantasy nonsense setting where there's stuff like that and it's noted to be good. And then every character will point out all the impracticalities around and be like, yeah, we could, but we don't really want to. There's easier ways, usually ways that don't require any type of fighting or need for armor at all. We're just gonna do that. But it's also one of the rare fantasy settings that will change. Like, by the time... Okay, that does hurt like hell if you get hit by the plant scream. like, by the time that you're done with the series... Oh god, Fleamen. Or tiny little rippers. Like, by the time you're done with the series, the setting has undergone a complete industrial revolution. Like, there's a... Ooh, summons and hurls eagles? Alright, let's throw some birds. Yep. Oh, Common Rider Skeleton. That... Okay, I'm so thankful for that Common Rider Skeleton who kicked me into a save point with 13 HP. Really is the hero we need. Kicker Skeleton. I'm not familiar with this. Alright, new thing. I think Waiter will be better. You know what would be fun? The bird fling. Hey, welcome back, Butterfly. What are your thoughts on the bird flinger class? Like, yeah, you've heard of fantasy gunslingers, but are you ready for the fantasy bird flinger? Just imagine putting like a robin in a sling, swirling it around a bit and just whipping them at them. What kind of bird we flinging? What kind of burb you got? Whatever you desire and more. I am kind of... Alright, I'm gonna do 2 more attempts to get the rider kick. And then we're gonna go. And then 2 more attempts will turn into just 2 more attempts ad infinitum. Ow. 4 health not found. I think we found plot progression. Ravens. Oh, that would be a good one. Those are some big burbs. Imagine the bird flinger armed with an oversized... No, that is the proper answer. Zelda cuckoos. Zelda chickens. Everyone has a plan until they take a cock to the face. Hang on, that's being added. That is the only time I will ever add any sort of clarification to a quote. Simply because of what it ended up being. Rooster, I encounter some most insane birds. Yeah, they're dicks. Shouldn't be a surprise. They found geese. Oh yeah, geese are evil. Geese do not fight God for half a bagel like a seagull. They simply... It's simply that God is in a war with attrition with them and is losing. Wait. I just realized. I know several bird-themed VTubers that... Ooh! Disc arm. Hell yeah. That's what I was waiting for. I know several of them simply because of how bird themes tend to be, are a little bit too refined, regal, serious, whatever, to be caught dead with this idea. But you know the "whoa, X be upon thee" meme where it's like someone throwing something at you? Canadian bird flinger. Looking to get goosed, eh? You got a problem with me, you got a problem with this Canadian goose here, and I suggest you let that marinate for a bit. If you know the reference, you deserve a puppers. I pissed off the first one, but my god. Yep. Just yes. God, that's... Golem's got a punch. And we're completely out of magic. But yeah, just one of them being thrown at the camera with like corpse in the pose behind him. Whoa, burb flinger upon thee. Oh hey, there's the wolf. God. I feel like this area is somewhere between heavily, like, enemies balanced for the next bit, and then, like, here's old degraded bosses for you to fight. Well, a little bit of a mix. Alright, where are we? There's stuff down below. Oh. The giant chicken. Hey! Got the beam. Love that. Does my name look pink or gray to you? It looks pink to me. Kind of rosy. I think it's on your end for whatever reason. I want to get to that save room. Just you? Oh yeah. It's probably Twitch freaking out, or Twitch mobile or something. Or whatever, because like... Yeah, of course it's being an issue. It's Twitch. Like, the only reason I can think is that they just don't want to... They don't want to maintain the mobile app for some reason. Like, I can get it, see it from a corporate perspective as like, yeah, it's people who aren't dedicatedly watching and interacting with the stream. It's people who are out and about, so it's not as important. Should save Bird Flinger somewhere because it's too silly idea to lose. Yeah, you definitely should. Just save it in the registry of dumb ideas. Why do we have a Bird Flinger? Why do we have a Raven-sized sling? In case we need it. That's why. Feels like there's some... I think I have more of the Inner Gardens to explore. Because ravens. Yeah. Now, I know a couple crow-themed people. And I think it would be fun to throw them. We need to bring back people having like a chibi model or like a canonically smaller sized. Actually, no. Wanted crow or raven's companion. I think that's called a familiar. But also, mood. We need more witches. Wouldn't do that on purpose. Yeah. I mean, I know like, Corvids of all types are just smart enough that if there's some in your area and you're nice to them, they will remember and will be like, yeah, I like that person. Bandit. Why do I hear clucking? Bird Flinger. Give him Sir Clucks a lot. Oh, that seems like the type of nonsense that I'd definitely try. Wait, I just thought of something that's dumber. 20 max level feature. Close enough. Look, I was gonna say familiar, but yes. I know what it's about. We support women's wrongs here. And rights, and honestly, whatever the hell they want to do because it's funny as fuck. Just do what you want. Alright, I'm just gonna keep on going through. Keep on going. But no, max level speed feature for the Bird Flinger. Close enough. It's not a general accuracy buff like you'd expect. It simply expands what you can fling to anything with bird-like features. So, for example, you get one of the rare feathered dragons. Yeah, that's basically that's close enough to a bird. You can throw that. It's in combat with you, unhappy. Still close enough to a passive ally and or passive bird. You can fling that just to make it so that if you're fighting like a cockatrice the size of the one in this game, it's close enough. You can fling that at another enemy. Platypus? Yeah, it's got bird shape. It's got webbed feet. It's got a duck build. Good enough. Is it Kenku? Your Kenku party member? I mean, it's pretty much a fucked up crow with anxiety. Who's going to tell us no? Yeah, I can't believe the Manticore was... I love the fact that they keep on adding bosses that you fought as degraded versions, because you just get that strong enough naturally. Yeah, just like do the Diogenes or the inverse Diogenes definition of a man being a featherless biped. Like, what is a bird? It needs feathers, 2 legs, and wings. If you have all those, you can fling it. Size doesn't matter anymore. Where am I now? All right. Oh, I see. So that one room we didn't go to with the rider kick skeleton, which I will be doing off-screen grinding to get, because if I want any specific soul, that's what we gotta do. That downwards path is where we gotta go for more things. Something from my D&D groups. Half-orc barbarian is now throwing our Harrigan warrior. Throne's codename? Rapid response. I love that. That reminds me of how my group has found the most damaging spell in any tabletop game to be one called Massive Man. What it is specifically, it has to do... On paper, technically, it's just a teleport spell. Like, it's just one of those teleport person to a spot you can see in like 60 feet from you or something. Okay, nah, probably can't. Practically, it has to do with how Savage World does surprise rounds, in that you don't really get where it's not D&D's, you all take an action before the enemies do. It's... You gain a +4 to attack rolls, or you take 1 free turn. You get a +4 to attacks, damage, and ability traits, which, if that doesn't sound huge, here's some context. For Savage Worlds, all you need to succeed a roll is a 4. Essentially, you have to roll a 1 on 2 different dices to actually have anything fail when you have the drop on someone. And when rolling damage, you are most likely going to get a huge boost. So, ton damage. Using Eldritch checks from between realities to make profit in MTG deck and attempts to harness powers beyond comprehension. How's it going? Nice. Although powers behind my comprehension also include things like geothermal power. Not because it's weird or eldritch, it's just because I don't understand shit. See, that's not bad. Just got home, haven't left. Oh, get out of your car, get home, go enjoy your night. Car warm? No, just ugh. Can't go up. But anyway, Massive Man. So what it is just teleporting our party's face tank, who it both has a massively high defensive score and a massively high charisma score. So we call them the face tank because they are both the party's face and the party's tank. To somewhere that you don't expect them to be. Oh, I can get that. I can get that. Just bread stream. Hell yeah. Well, find your souls as zombie soldiers. You get. Ooh. I kind of want that. Hell yeah, I knew I could get there. Where does this get me? Okay, so that's on the list of grind. Oh. Inner chambers. I see. Is this behind or in front of somewhere? No, it's just somewhere else. Whoa. Hi, Lil. Shouldn't you be wearing pants? Yeah, I think a lot of after stream is just going to be me walking around getting in fights, because I know there's a handful of spells that you need, or souls to get, to make it, or to, get, like, the true ending and not have the game end halfway through, like always. And I think I can get a couple of them right now. I could also check, but also I wouldn't mind just having more shit. Because I like having stuff. Yes, yes. Hell yeah. So yeah, it's just them teleporting a massive man somewhere that that the enemies don't expect, and then having him unload a couple shotgun blasts on him. Oh, I just didn't go... Wait. Did I not go down this way? Probably not. I don't know. And it does massive amounts of damage. Like, by our estimations, it is the most damaging spell that was ever casted that the party did damage instead of reflecting damage back at the enemies. Familiar with the werewolf railgun? I know the peasant railgun, which that one fails with one little addition to the rules saying D&D is not meant to be an accurate simulations of physics. DM's discretion on if this works or not. There's how the homebrew rule set for D&D. Want to add firearms, skin shout arms without chunky salsa? Yeah, it could. I mean, practically speaking, it depends on what type of firearms that you want to do. If you want to do modern firearms, I would urge you to look at a system, or to just use a different system rather than homebrewing that all. Because D&D as a system is meant to be more like Lord of the Rings, admittingly to the joy of no one aside from people who are into this, depraved lunatics into this. Monty Python, Holy Grail, Robin Hood movies of all types. Like, you're meant to be able to take a hit and spend a lot of time just flinning and not really doing much. But once you add firearms, you can either go the JRPG route of where they're kind of underwhelming because it's risk versus reward, and you don't want a super powerful weapon that with massive range and the like. For chunky salsa rule, yeah. So that's a rule for Shadowrun that, practically speaking, anything that would reduce an enemy into the consistency of chunky salsa permanently kills them, or something to that effect. I forget the exact thing. It was one part. It's like one part that, one part obvious rule patch, because there's some nonsense. Shadowrun rules were so bad that if you could put an armed grenade and a baby in a phone booth, And odds were, after the grenade went off, everything would still be standing with no damage. D&D werewolves are immune to fall damage, so in theory, you can launch drop a werewolf tremendously far for a shitload of damage and still have... Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you get nonsense like that, and after a point, the thing with D&D is that a lot of these issues aren't totally deal breakers, simply because you have unassumingly intelligent oh, hey! I got the Witch Soul. Neat! Haven't played a whole lot. Fair and valid. And Chunky Salsa specifically is, Shadowrun's old. It's a very old and not really good RPG. Like, I've looked at the rules, and what I've determined is the best thing to do is use them as a guideline. Like, use it for setting inspiration for a science fantasy thing. Don't actually run Shadowrun. Oh, I thought I got him. I wonder. Got close, but I think I need something else. So I can't go that way. It's a long haul back there. There's a whole other direction I didn't check. Played a TTRPG that wasn't D&D. Can't remember what it was. Do you remember what type of dice you were rolling? Because I might be able to figure that out. I might be able to help based off of that knowledge. Like, if it was custom dice, not shown anywhere else, then that massively narrows it down because there's only a handful of stuff. Pretty similar. Okay, so it was a D20 system. Could have been. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was just like an older edition. Oh, it might have been Pathfinder. That'd be my guess. I have Shadowrun 6th edition, and it's not too bad, but it's still a lot. Yeah, there's a reason why my favorite, where some of my more favorite tabletop games are things that are either rules light or very encouraging you to just be like, homebrew it. Here are the tools to homebrew everything. We know you're not the most fun you can have with this involves absolutely ignoring our rules. Oh, there's down here. But finally built from oh, sweet! I got a thing. Let's try it out. Yeah, I think wait. Ooh. Whoa. It doesn't charge, but I like the vibe. It also uses my entire MP bar. Oh, I thought she turned in. That was a mimic enemy. That was so cool. Want to try D&D, but every time it tries fails through? That's part of the experience. It is legendarily hard to schedule D&D. So many times it just falls through. Like, I've been doing something that a friend has been putting on she's trying to make her own tabletop or TTRPG just for the fun of it. Oh shoot, we accidentally crashed a witch class. And has been doing it play by post style, which is kind of fun. Like, it's kind of fun that it's just like a rolling, yeah, we're always in session because you just, when it's relevant for your character, play it with a post. Ooh, top floor. Or just put in a text chat what you're doing. On the other hand, it is kind of funny to see it bricked for a long time just because someone isn't available. But I also understand why. Parts firearms homebrew equal to parts wanting to see if it even works, and so it makes the game unplayable for magic users. I need a bigger jump. I'll test my home. Yeah. And I've been meaning to do Man, I just remembered that there was a Kickstarter goal, or like not Kickstarter, but a fundraiser goal I never got around to that I probably should have. That was I'd run a one-shot, but it fell apart because I just didn't have the energy. Yeah, like most things that I do. Should do something like that. But yeah, I don't think it will actually break the magic system mecha. Mostly because magic, in my opinion, kind of needs to be broken a bit. Like my biggest complaint for D&D is that marshals get the short end of the stick with a one-shot and chaotic as hell, as it should be. That's a good one-shot. Just dumb, non-canon, one-off, whatever. I could probably do an indie RPG. I haven't run anything with Rod, Reel, and Fist at all, which is a indie RPG about going fishing. Also, every single anime trope imaginable has been condensed into it. The cover art has a deep, like, early 2000s DeviantArt generic anime girl holding up a fish, and some dude in the background kicking a bear. It's incredible. Favorite item is a single-use Labrador Retriever, which does one thing and runs off. Did I just not grab the room over here, or did I not have the ability to get up there? I probably just overlooked it. Oh, I want that. I need a higher jump. Game. Oh, I could totally get that. Thank you, and would have been mildly useful. Yeah, this was back before I had the double jump. All right. Next batch of rooms. What was I talking about? Now. Ads. That's gonna mess things up. Congratulations, Stahl. Alright, I have no idea how I managed to make it so that ads usually perfectly ends when the BRB screens at the quote of the day. The concept of magic in Shadowrun's really cool. Love the idea that it ebbs and flows on the times when it's strongly and freely. In Modern Worlds, one time it's coming back. Nice. So modern firearms for D&D games set in version of our world where high fantasy magic exists. Try to make it balanced so like the pistol do damage kind of like a sword, but with 10 feet range instead of 5. Yeah, the problem with that is I did a quick Google when in the BRB, and the problem with that is if you're going for realism versus game balance, you run into the issue where like the average target shooting range for pistol shooting, at least in competitions, is 25 yards or 75 feet, which I think is a little bit more than like heavy no, not heavy crossbow, but at least some crossbows. And ooh, another bat. And then there's also, if you're doing modern firearms, how do you manage to go between dealing with... Oh, Skull Archer. That would have been useful a lot earlier. Oh, I threw realism out of the window. Good. That's a good start. Like, the big thing is there a difference between semi-automatic weapons and automatic weapons? Or is that... Oh, going the wrong way. Or are they all just going to be semi-auto? Because the way that... Ooh, rotten meat. Neat. Don't know what that does, but... Actually, I can check. Slab of rotting beef. Gross. Because the way that there was a 3.5, not clone, but like port called D20 Modern that does firearms in the same way as Savage Worlds, where they have a fire rate. Semi, 3-round burst, and full auto. 3-round burst, I think, is the same as semi-auto, but it gives you a bonus. For magic system with bureaucratic, you have to cosmic bureaucratic approval for using a spell every time, as such can be delayed against your will as the magic bureau is discussing whether or not you really... That sounds awful in the most beautiful way. I love it. Like, well... Oh, that would be awful for a cleric of, like, law and order. Or, like, a lawful cleric. Like, hey, why didn't the spell go off? Well, you didn't really seem to need it. It seemed like disproportionate for your need, so we denied it. Difference, opposite hand is similar to one hand versus two-handed, except penalties more ammo use. Yeah, because that is... Okay, so I can't get up there without the high jump. Wherever that is. Where do I go next? Wait. I see one room with stuff. But... So there is, if you track ammo for those games, a difference. There's semi-auto uses 1 shot, of course. 3-round uses 3, and automatic is a burst of 5 shots. But they also give you additional attacks. Like the Savage Worlds ruling is with full auto you can make up to 3 attacks. Oh right, I can't actually get back up the way I came. Oh, guess we're going back around. So 3 attacks with a -2 recoil penalty, which is 2 less than if you made 3 semi-auto attacks. Because you can have up to 3 actions for Savage Worlds. Oh, hey! Hand grenades! Neat! Don't have to grind for that one. So, if you're using semi-auto... Oh, and they also do... how they do flintlocks isn't relevant. It's just that it takes a full turn of actions to reload, which I think is really cool. So essentially you get a lesser penalty, and you can fire 9 times in a round, but it gets like a stacking +6 penalty in a system that needs a 4 for you to hit or do anything. So it's possible, but ridiculous. Which I could see it doing more damage, but what I like about the multi-shot stuff, how do I get back there, is that it also adds an element of not danger. It's an element of modeling the recoil too. Like for hypothetical somehow, I'll maybe do 5 damage for 1 bullet, but burst gives you 12 for 3 bullets. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. The part of the thing is that D&D's action economy is built around it being fantasy. Like, it's built around the idea that you are adventurers in a inherently fantasy world where the most ambitious thing you'll get is a crossbow or a longbow for a rate of fire, which means for games that are built around firearms being a part of it, they usually have they're usually designed from the ground up with the idea of you being able to have multiple attacks. Like, that's why it's partially why honestly, just from simplicity of, has somebody else already done this, or does the system exist, I tend to err towards the side of, oh wait, that's the, can't get up there yet because I don't have the high jump. There's stuff in the secret garden, or the floating garden, but I don't know what it is. The whole hint. The whole hint I got from Mina said was about the Undyne thing, which I got what was there. Maybe I just need souls. I'm gonna go to that warp room and head back to the beginning, see if the issue is just I'm looking in the wrong place. Yeah, because that's to the warp room. That's up to where the Undyne soul was, and this is around the boss room. The only other direction I can go up there is through that white rabbit, but I'm not really able to defeat it. Hey, come out. Oh, I have to be facing backwards, I think. There we go. This game's... I thought there was a way up there. Game's a bit weird to me because, like, I'm always in the mood or in the mindset of I gotta fight anything that comes my way. It's like a weird time. Yeah, it's awkward, but it also, I'm a little over leveled, a little over geared because I keep on wandering around hitting stuff that I'm fine. Message from Alucard. It's an area accessible by traveling through water. Without scuba gear, it might be too tough for a human to handle. I see. Huh? Wait. There was that Okay, I see where it wants me to go next. Right. Yeah. Get what I mean about action economy, but that's why I want to test it with modular one-shot. Like, how does it work if it's alright to what is already designed D&D, or neither will adding more baddies balance, or if enemies have melee, are they still a threat? What? And where does the spell slinging come in? I think the spell slinging comes in because most of the, in my experience, most of the more fun builds are, well, first of all, at high levels, you get stuff like Disintegrate, which has a max damage of 100, and also is, like, it's 40 plus, what was it, a couple D, is like 10 D6s plus 40. It's something absolutely ridiculous, and most, I don't think you're going to have a problem with actual damage scaling, simply because the way the damage works is all of your DPS either comes from monks taking a bunch of turns, like 5 turns in melee, wizards or spellcasters dealing more damage than they have dice. Okay, so that's down. Can I get... I went the wrong way, dang it. And things like sorcerers casting the same spell twice on one turn, or other massively damaging spells with the resource cost attached to them. But a lot of, in my experience, a lot of wizard spells are, their bigger utility is being just utility. Like, yeah, a well-placed fireball can be really fun, but a wall of fire where you can, or like one of the wall or bubble spells where you can control where an enemy is, like, there's a reason I think one of the most damaging spells that you can have in the early game is Gust. Because if you have a bunch of people in melee and you can push an enemy out of range and attack and engage your entire party's opportunity attacks, that does a whole lot more than a single low level, or than a single cantrip spell can. Like, I remember when I first learned D&D that I was told one of the better builds for wizards was a battlefield controller, simply because doing that had such high level of utility. There's definitely going to still be a place for wizards in there. It's just a lot of marshals kind of suck, or have limited utility. Yeah, that's true. The way I'm inclined to agree that I think cast, yeah, they'll be fine. It'll be good for them, probably. Right, I went up there immediately and got distracted, and here, it's like it's telling me, what I'm reading into this is that the soul I need is in this area. Back to Headhunter. Bill at Ponder's Artificer Wizards. All the spells still have, but I still have a gun. I actually played a character like that. It's in the, it was in the D&D campaign we don't talk about, but still talk about because it has a bunch of useful examples of what not to do. Where I was just playing a sorcerer whose gimmick was had a flintlock pistol and spells for that, and used said pistol as a spellcasting focus. It was fun. Oh, thanks for my toasters. Yes, heard about the one you don't talk about. Exactly. Bread, and there. That'll do. Honestly, the biggest inspiration for the homebrew is XCOM. I think we could use that for something. Of just a question of how XCOM does it. And it increased by 4. If it wasn't for Headhunter, that would be useless. In which case, just being a... It might be a little boring, but them just being stronger ranged weapons... Because there's nothing wrong with having them just be like, or just starting as reskinned heavy crossbows, light crossbows, whatever. And although part of the problem is I'm a bad reference for D&D, simply because, one, I have absolutely no respect for the rules as written in that game. So, two, what I end up actually doing involves things like, well, in this case, the balancing factor for, say, guns would be having them remove the loading property, which normally would prevent you... Normally, the loading property on crossbows prevents you from doing more than a single attack in a turn with them. I personally ignore this because I find that stupid, because they aren't actually better than or different from regular bows in any way that don't have the property. It's just like, oh, you want, in terms of flavor, you want it to be this? Alright. Ready? Quiet in the back. You want to use a crossbow because it's better for the vibes? Yeah, go ahead. Just do it like normal. Marshals get the short end of the stick as is. I feel like it's gotta be in a floating section. Maybe there's something I can use to get rid of that darkness. Or worst case, I just end screen close enough to a point where I can farm for the rider kick and also the various things like devil. So I feel like that one's important. I also feel like maybe in one of these rooms there's like a soul lantern or something. Like, help to test it. Like, is there anything that would help me test limits, find the break system? True. Although most of the time it's less of I'm actually breaking the system as intended, and it's more of I don't actually know or care how the rules work, so I do things like a homebrew rule that I probably should be called out on more because I forget to ask and I just kind of assume, is that at level 1 you can cast any of your spells that you can prepare or get, even if they have a requirement for something, or like a material cost component, even if it's not consumed. So like, I usually start with the ability with a wizard or spellcaster to the ability to cast Identify, because that's just basic. Like, it'll always be useful at some point. Technically, it requires a pearl worth 100 gold. I have never actually gone out and bought or costed from starting gold that pearl, because I'm like, no, it's Identify. Why does it matter, and why would I start knowing a spell I couldn't cast? And it's been fine. Because honestly, a lot of rules in D&D are kind of stupid. Or are attached to a sort of underbaked system of rules that they do more harm than good. Okay, got the thing over there. Got this thing. Of course, I'm part of the reason why I prefer, material spell. Yeah, just why. They serve no purpose other than, hey, we want to tell a pun. I can see some of them for like the consumable ones, because from a balance perspective, it is kind of... There's a little bit of, well, if you could do this at will, you would always have this super powerful buff that there's no reason for you to do without. So we're just going to make it so it has some... Yeah, most of them are puns anyway. And like, for any materials that don't have the required cost, you don't need it. You don't need specifically that. You can use, alright. Let's see what we have. Eagle, bones, supersonic, arrows, water pistol, hot curry, boulders, grenades, beams of armor. I almost, or I need like a accessory? Yeah, I don't really know what I need there. So like the ones that don't have a material cost are all just puns. But some things like scrying that could be used to seriously mess up the DM's plan. I don't know. It's just the purpose. No, I can't defend it. The purpose of most spellcasters is to just keep the party broke, but that doesn't really work because I've always said spells requires gem or gold. Read the most busted one. Need the material components, but most of the parts I just let my casters use arcane focus. Yeah, and like for things like Revivify or the revival spells, like that one's fair. You're banking that, you're setting that money in to just to bank a revive of someone. It's a hefty spell that thematically should have some sort of cost. And then people make much more interesting things, or things like, oh yeah, Revivify or Revival has a chance to fail, so you can't just keep doing it over and over because the rules is written. D&D should give you a lot of money. I've always had a thing where where it's hard to balance. It's either you have so much money that you don't, more money than you could possibly need, or none at all. No in between. Do my best. Hell yeah. Preferably someone intermediate. Yeah. Great Lismith Sprout fields for less experience. Need to find a third. Is it intermediate? I am. Why is there so many bread? Because people keep on redeeming mitosis, so I keep on doing that. How are you doing? How is the art? I was lurking in there, and it seems incredible. Mostly because I see Big Monster and go like, ooh. Yeah, like that. I swear, nobody ever gets any of the higher level points because it's all just going to mitosis. The record's like 30 something. Hey. OBS, get back up. Why did OBS go back to my main monster? When I'm doing work at the moment, hope have it inked. Hell yeah! Good luck with that. I hope that goes well. Ah! Got. Yep, from me, I have 40k points. Dang. That is a lot. Currently, we're completely lost because, like, I have no idea what I'm needed to get through this area. I have no ability to go anywhere else, and of our options, we have one direction that requires we go underwater. One direction... Wait. We got in here with the ability to stand underwater. Or stand on water. And I wonder... Soul Set... Headhunter... Undyne... Nope. Thanks for the knife. Have enough for all your redeems but one. Is it end stream? That's a lot. I'm still surprised that people come by that consistently. Hell yeah. Revival spell usually rule longer the person's dead, more difficult skill check. Yeah, which is, practically speaking, a better restriction than than requiring a whole bunch of money. Because that also leads to the question as to if death is just a high enough level cleric and enough cash away, why is anyone worried? That's why I wouldn't use that. I mean, it would be funny. And I do have plans for if people do that. That will be funny. So, like, there's nothing on there that I don't want people to do. Because if I didn't want to do it, I just simply wouldn't. Also, good luck with the rest of the work, Ham. Alright, time to just glare at this for a moment. Because we can't get that lower movement because we can't go underwater. We can't get any of the upper exits because we can't go there. Faruna's death is for the poor. You'll try your best, and you'll do your best. Huh. I think I might just end it here because I have no idea where the hell I'm supposed to go. Just like, okay. What am I supposed to do with any of this? Like watching. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. We're at the stage of the Metroidvania where I just wander around lost as hell and be like, what is this? What is that? Why is any of this? I'm probably going to look up a walkthrough. Just saved, so... And I'm going to be grinding for souls that I think are cool anyway, because luck is broken and doesn't actually matter. Let's see who's online. I swear there was something I was thinking of. Yeah, thanks for coming by. It was fun. I did not expect so many people, and it was nice. Hey. Oh, wait. That one. Because while I don't have a model for Reen yet, I gotta use her for something, and that means dartboard. So the stream is... There is no requirement for attendance. I appreciate you stopping by at all, because, like, you don't have to, and, like, stuff gets busy, so, like, anyone who stops by for any amount of time is appreciated. Wow. Oh, wait. I haven't been able... Yeah, her. Wait, is this... Oh, God. I have the technical difficulties on a slideshow of just art. And I have the noodle art of her there, too. But also the dartboard art. Because of course. Anyway, we're Lost, so we're going to be rating Lost. Lost Sailor at Sea. She's great. I've known her for a while, and she's playing Ghostwire Tokyo. It looks fun. It looks funky. I'm going to go grind more stuff. But yeah, I'm glad I finally had an idea for how to use all the art that I habitually commission for stuff, and I love that people enjoy it. Anyway, see ya.